All right. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in on this fabulous Monday morning. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Hope you're going to have a nice day today. I know you guys are going to get inundated with rain. You guys have that weather front coming in, so please take care of yourself. Stay dry, my friend. Hey, EMR, how you doing? Good to see you this morning. Hope you were well. Fabulous. What's up, Matt T? How you doing, my friend? Hope you were well. Thank you for coming in. Again, we're going to do another coverage for Ida Herring. I was asked last week if I would cover for Monday, and I was like, absolutely. I'm taking the day off anyway, so yeah, absolutely. I'll go ahead and do so. What's going on, David Carlisle? Good day, Mr. McMahon Bun. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you. By the way, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, when you get your package, you need to look at the name that's on there. My Frost and I sent you something special. You know what you're getting. You won it in trivia last time, but anyway, good to see you, bud. Wendy, how are you? Hey, I just replied to your little laughing emojis on the dad joke for yesterday. So hope you're doing well. I hope you guys all have your coffee. Everything is well. Actually, you know what? I didn't even think about it. I'm actually displaying the wrong screen. I should be displaying this one. Yes, it is coffee morning. So we need coffee. Me, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being a channel member. Steve looking for silver. I can promise you Oregon's not awake yet. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. Good morning, Lainey. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. As Wendy just did in chat, please, if you want to hit that exclamation point, find me. Again, we come in here, allow everybody to pull up their channels. Feel free to click on it, go check out their channel, see what their channel's about, and hit that subscribe button. Again, if you want to play trivia, we'll start trivia here in about a half hour. If you want to come back, play trivia, then make sure you're subscribed to do so. Kevin says, we're getting a lot of rain. It's been raining all night in some parts of Florida, 10 to 12 inches of rain. Yeah, they got that. I think it's Debbie, if I'm not mistaken. Debbie does Florida, and she is coming in with a vengeance. So, yeah, you guys got that hurricane, tropical storm tagging you guys. So, again, stay dry, stay safe, my friend. Hope you are well. You don't have to find me. He is in Georgia today. What's going on, me? How are you doing? He actually is Watch What I Do Here. So if you want to see some crazy things and watch him drop a 10th ounce of gold every time he fills up his truck, which is insane. Oh, wait, I take that back. It's a quarter ounce of gold, right? Between 390 and $500, something like that, every time he fills up his semi. Unreal. And think about all that gold that's going into the tank, but to get you guys products. So again, make sure you guys say thank you to that. Was that a movie? Kind of. Yes. Something like that. Steve Lapointe, good morning, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Gatita. How are you doing, my friend? Hey, I never got feedback from you on the stream on Sunday. Hopefully that was what you wanted. I tried to put a lot of stuff together. So if that was exactly what you were looking for, please let me know. And again, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to research and present to you guys the legislation of coins, kind of a little bit about the Coin Act and the history of that. So Gatita, thanks for that great suggestion. That was a lot of fun doing that. I've actually got another small series that's coming out regarding symbology of the coins. So a lot of people have been asking, well, what does that mean? Well, what does that mean? Well, what does that mean? And looking at things like the shield or the broken sword or the laurels. What do all those things mean? So I'm going to be doing a series of items regarding those. So you'll have to check that out. I got the first one almost finished. I'll be releasing that. But you'll be seeing those come across. I think that'll be a fun little episode, a fun little series for everybody to go check out. Overuse of the question mark. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Did somebody get timed out or something? Oh, I don't know. I thought I saw something. I wanted to make sure that there was nothing going on. All right, let's see. Looks like we got some decent weather in certain part of the countries. Conditions are sunny for Whitman. Current 71 degrees. Wind is blowing at 3 miles an hour. That sounds like a beautiful morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Did you guys do anything fun? If you guys did, oh no, I'm using it too much. Oh, I don't care if you're using the question mark too much. If you're being blocked by something, just put something in chat. Let me know, and I'll make sure I check the Nightbot, see if it's Nightbot or maybe it's Streamlabs. Whitman is not just a publisher; it's my town. Oh, that's cool, Wendy. But again, if you guys have certain things that you want to talk about or certain questions or whatnot, please make sure you're putting them in chat. If you're going to ask me a question, it's way easier if you tag me. Now I know that if you're on your phone, it's hard. We've got a couple different moderators in here who can tag me and say, "Hey, Frosty, you're getting asked a question." So if my moderators again will help do that. Normally I can track those. I'm not doing anything. No, I'm not blocked. Okay, I wanted to make sure, Matt. Sometimes funky things happen, so I want to make sure everything was good. But make sure you ask those questions. Again, if you have a specific topic or something that you guys want to do, reach out to me and let me know. Tito, it was close to what I wanted to know about, but a lot of info I didn't know. I wanted to ask a specific question, but it slipped my mind then. Yeah, go ahead and ask a question if you want to, Gatita. I only scratched the surface when it came to understand the legal component of that. I wanted to do a kind of what they call a 50,000 foot view, where you kind of are looking at the entire thing, get into the weeds a little bit, talk about the key elements. But overall, it was just kind of a general overview. If you have specific questions, please feel free to chit chat and let me know. I think he's referring to Coin Crew Tuesday Night Talk. Who's, no, I did so Steve, I did, yesterday, I did a thing, Gatita asked me to talk about the legislative component of coinage. So what I did is I put together the, kind of the process for which a bill becomes a law, because in order to, have numismatics, in order to have coinage, there's a law that has to be passed. They're called coin acts. They've happened all throughout history. The first one was in 1793, or excuse me, 1792, which was the Coin Act, authorizing a mint and stuff like that. So Gatita wanted to know about structuring and the legal process. So I put together something talking about that. Also went over the major coin acts, how they affected things like silver and gold, and then took little components. If that's what you're referencing, let me know. If not, then we can look at a couple items. Frosty, specific with gold backs. Why do some states allow them as payment? Oh, okay. So gold backs, yeah. So there's a whole, that's kind of a convoluted question. Okay. It goes deeper than just gold backs. Gold backs are something that have to be validated and verified throughout the state. But you have to get a lot of people to say that they were willing to accept those. Just so you know, goldbacks are not an actual approved form of money. They're not authorized through the United States to be distributed as money, but they have gold in them, and there are certain places that sell them that the state allows them to be used as trade. Now, Utah, Wyoming, there's some other places that allow you to do that. Those are agreements that have been done. Those are local state legislation acts that have been passed. But not everybody agrees with that. Not everybody believes that this should be done. Um, and if you were tracking what I talked about, the 1856 Coin Act, which actually talks about no form of outside, in like the word I'm looking for, the like Foreign Currency Act, right? You have to make sure that things are vetted and approved. Now, you can utilize them anywhere that allows you to for barter. Bartering is legal anywhere. You can use whatever you can to barter. You can barter toothbrush and toothpaste if you want. You can barter gold, silver, platinum, palladium. If you want to barter gold backs, then you can do that. But you have to find entities. You have to find agencies that allow for bartering. Now, just because certain states have allowed the utilization of gold backs, that is not a federal thing, right? That is a state-based issue. And so if you are a state that says, no, we don't accept that, we don't honor that, then you're not going to be allowed, as a general whole, to be able to do that in that state. Now, with that being said, Tiger Stacker is talking with his state legislation regarding getting gold backs and stuff like that to be recognized. If you want to know more about what's happening in West Virginia and kind of some of the things that are happening, he's got a couple interviews with one of the representatives, Chris Pritt, and he's got quite a bit of information. He talks about some of the legislation, talks about some of the barriers to it. That is a great little, if you're interested in the gold backs, it's a great channel discussion over there at Tigers. Go check that out. And you just look up Chris Pritt, and you'll see his information there. But he does talk about that. He talks about trying to get the information into the House, talks about the proposed bills and the stuff that has to happen. It's a very complex process. Now, again, all that aside, if you find a place that's willing to do a trade, then, you work that out locally. But again, you're talking about barter, and bartering and utilizing that gold back as a form of currency, as a form of a recognized payment. There's a lot that has to happen for that to happen. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's something that you're more interested in. Again, go check out Tiger. He did a talk with Chris Pritt, who is the West Virginia representative there, and or delegate, a delegate there, and he can talk a little bit about that. Matt T says, we have a grocery store here that will accept guns in barter for groceries. Yeah, again, bartering is different, right? You can work things out. I have a friend, there's actually, I don't remember if it's Coin Crew or if it's Big Flip, but anyway, one of their guys that does work on their home will barter silver. They'll barter stuff, and they'll just take silver for trade. That's a little bit different in bartering. You can barter whatever is good. And if we ever happen to have an SHTF situation in which, if you guys don't know what SHTF, it's when hits the fan. Okay. And that SHTF situation, we may be in a position where the actual fiat currency that we carry around today may not be viable. And if that's not viable, then we're going to have to find other methods, right? This is why we talk about stacking, silver, gold, collecting, making sure you have kind of an understanding of what your value is. Will numismatics actually be useful in an SHTF situation? And looking at things like if you're going to stack lead, stack water, stack food, right? So there's more to just that. But again, when you're looking at stuff like that, that is related to bartering. Okay, so make sure you don't get confused bartering with actual federal funded money or silver and gold in exchange for a product. Okay, so an exchange bartering is a little bit different. So make sure you understand the difference there. Of course, it's the local mom and pop grocery store, virtual, non-existent anymore. Yeah, but again, you can find places, and again, I can't remember if it's Coin Crew or if it's Big Flip or if it's Mid-America. It's one of the folks that we talk to all the time, and they have a person, my plumber, will take trade in silver for work if I want to have them do that for me. Whoops, sorry. Um, so there are people that will take silver and gold. There are people that will take stuff. I have a barter system myself where a lot of people who have channels, if they're looking to come out, excuse me, or do something like my setup, right? So if they want to kind of learn how I structured my setup, or they want to do a short, or they want to do something and they want to do that, I'll barter my time with them. Hey, you know what? I'm struggling with, you know, thumbnail generation, or I'm doing this video and I'm struggling with a name or something, or I'm doing something. Hey, I need somebody to be an honest to God quality assurance person to give me honest feedback. I will trade and barter my time, and we do that all the time without really thinking about it. So bartering is something that if you don't barter, you need to learn, because it's a skill that's going to be required in the future if and when something like the SHTF event happens. So learn how to barter. Just do little things here and there with your friends and stuff. You know, trade out stuff. It's a good skill to be able to learn. If you go overseas and you don't barter in some places, uh, they're going to look at you like you're an idiot, like you're a fool. Um, there are places where if you don't come back, they take it as an offense. Um, so bartering in many places is an expected way of life. So again, hopefully that works. Haggling is going to be essential. Yeah, exactly. Now, me is a great person to talk to. If you want to know how to barter and haggle prices, me does that really well. He goes and checks places, talks all the time, and does that stuff. Him and I talk about that all the time. And yeah, it is. It's an essential skill. It's going to be something that everybody needs to do. And unfortunately here, not just within the United States, I'm going to say in the Western civilization, we have lost a lot of ability to barter. So we need to learn how to do that. That is a skill that everybody should do. Sitting at the airport, family emergency. Oh no, EMR. I hope everything is okay. If you need anything, you have my information. Feel free to reach out. Okay, brother. Prayers going out to EMR. Hopefully things are well. ATS, what's going on, brother? Thank you for coming in. Hey, if you've came in and I didn't call you out, it's not that I don't care or didn't think about you. I just happen to not see that. We got 26 amazing people in chat, so please do me a favor. Make sure you subscribe. Really quickly, while we got people here, I want to tell you about how trivia is going to work. We're going to start in about 15 minutes. So trivia works two ways. So I'm going to bring up a couple of screens and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. So the first thing I have, of course, is going to be the wheel. So I have the wheel, the number picker, and this number picker is how we choose which of the correct answers gets to be put on the board. The other thing that I implement when I run trivia is this, and this is where I keep the names. Now, this is another wheel. It's listed right below me. And this is where when you get a question, you get it correct, you go here in this little area right here, okay? On that, this area right down here, your name will go there. And if you have 1 spot, 2 spots, 4 spots, whatever it might be, and then your name will get there. When we have a winner, we will spin this wheel and then we will draw an additional winner for an additional prize. So you don't have to, yeah, no. EMR's got jokes. The only thing I need is a credit card number. 11111111111. Okay. But again, just because you don't win trivia doesn't mean you don't have the opportunity to win something. Anybody who participates actually has the opportunity to get on this wheel. I do put random people on the wheel for other reasons. So again, just be there so you have the opportunity. But that's how I do my giveaways. Sometimes it happens in the middle of the stream. Sometimes it happens at the end of the stream. We'll just wait and see when that number is going to be pulled. That's kind of randomized. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. But if you're on this, you don't have to actually be present to win. Okay, cool. That may change one day in the future, but it is what it is. Change of venue for today. Yeah, I don't know why the Tizzles weren't available, but I was asked if I could do this, and I was like, absolutely. Yep, no problem whatsoever. I will cover. Good to see you, Sterling. And I'm sure people will be coming in and out. So you're probably not the only one to do that. All right. Well, we got about 10 minutes before we begin. Is there anything else that I can do? Are there any other questions that somebody has that I'm going to go ahead and remove this? I'm going to get the coffee back up here because we don't need to be staring at the wheel. Are there any other questions regarding the stuff that I did on Saturday or Sunday, either regarding the fake slabs, how to identify those, things to be careful with on that, or Sundays talking about the legal portion of numismatics, how we get coins, and things like that. If you do, please put something in chat. Make sure you put it in caps or tag me in it so that I can see the question. HVAC, what's up? How are you doing today? Good to see you. What's up, Neil Hahn? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming in. Buy silver, gold, palladium, and crystallized osmium. Hey, I don't think he buys gold. Hold on just a sec. I think I just said that wrong. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Maybe their children started school back. Oh, you guys are probably having a conversation. I definitely didn't see that. What did you do? I went to a barbecue. Hey, Sterling. I had this weekend. Is that what you're asking? This weekend we did barbecue as well. I did some grilled chicken. And then Bifrost and I hung out. We did some dad jokes. So you'll be seeing some of the dad jokes that her and I did. Today we're going to go film actually. We're going to get some audio and video from the Alamo, and we're going to be doing some stuff on the Riverwalk for a video that I'm going to be doing regarding Texas numismatics and the history of some stuff. So we're going to go do that. It should be a lot of fun. So her and I are going to go pick up some footage later on today. That's what we got going on. Also, obviously, we're going to be doing trivia here in just a couple minutes. So thank you all for coming in. I stack pewter. I know somebody else who stacks pewter. Who was that? I think it was. They do sculptures. I can't remember his name. I'll have to think about it. Sterling says I stack rocks. I can actually see you doing that, Sterling. You do that. Have you guys seen the artist who goes out and does that stuff? He goes out to little streams and he stacks and he makes these really crazy cool bridges and stuff. That stuff is crazy. That was supposed to be funny. No, I actually know people who stack things like pewter. The reseller, but they do monuments and stuff. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I obviously missed the joke. I have a stack of aluminum I need to sell. Yep, and I have beachfront property in Arizona, which actually, if you live in or around Lake Havasu, they actually do have that. Holy smokes. You're up early. How are you? You have your coffee? That's a beautiful thing. Well, good. How was your weekend? Oop, wrong button. I just turned off my camera. That DDO, I'm still kind of geeking about that. That's a hell of a find. Because there are people who go a long time searching for very specific things and will never find that. We'll never find that. Well, it's like Eric. Eric searched for, 25 or 30 years to find the 83, and he finally gave up and just bought one. and and then Dirty Water finds like 5 of them. So, oh, too much fun. Oh, okay. So, Steve, so if you watched Tiger and I talk about this, I called that. So I told him that we were looking at the floor is going to be challenged. Okay. Um, so I think that, oh, hold on. You know what? I had you on mute. I didn't realize that I had you on mute for the rest of them. Nobody could hear what you were saying. Yes, I'm not talking to myself. Paula is actually here talking. Okay.
I am. Good morning, everybody.
There you go. Now can you hear? Thanks, Wendy. Like, well, Frosty, we hear you. Yeah, Miss Coin Crew was like, hey, Miss Coin Crew, I didn't even see you come in. Hi, Angel. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear. Let me know if you can. Mike Slice, Steve Del Point, Jack Gallman, you guys all came in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Silverman, what's going on? How are you doing? Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna see that floor challenged. The floor is about 2690, and I was like, it's gonna punch through that floor, and we're gonna have to see what the rebound does. So here in a couple days, if it jumps back up to 2730, 2750, we'll see it go back up to 29.
It'll go up, it'll go down. It'll
Yep.
go up,
But we're gonna see some challenges, right? Where we're going to have our real test of silver and gold prices is going to be around October, November, definitely at the end of November.
Always, of course. There's an
we'll see some massive changes in that time frame. But yeah, this is something that we expected. Anybody who thinks it's going to shoot up to $35, $40, $50 right now, no way. There's too much stuff going back.
I don't know how people can. I mean, it's so up and down. Like I see people all the time trying to predict how it's going to go and stuff, and I don't know. I just watch it. That's all. I don't ever try to predict anything like that.
No, but my point was stock market's also crashing today. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna. This is normal. There's probably some world event. Some numbers came out somewhere. The important thing,
world events.
The important thing is never to react. Right. I learned a lesson from my mentor years ago that said, when you react to something, usually you act incorrectly. Right. So take a minute, do your identification, understand what's going on, and then act. Right. Never react. Normally we react with emotion. If you take the emotion out, then you can act accordingly. So be careful. Yep. It's early. It might drop 70, 80 points. Remember, folks, that when things drop like this, they're usually opportunities to buy.
But he's not a financial advisor.
I'm not a financial advisor. That's correct. Thank you for that. It's listed on my page. It's in my description. But yeah, it's one of those things that you want to just never react, right? But that's not financial advice. That's just sound advice at all. If you're having a discussion, an argument with somebody, don't react. Stop, take a moment, compose yourself. Think about what's being said. Are you being argumentative for no reason? Do you understand why you're argumentative? That's just sound advice. It has nothing to do with being financial advice. But in anything, don't react. Now, sometimes if you have, like, I use the military as a great example, training over and 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 over again. It's a trained response. It's not a trained reaction. People act based off of their training, right? So it's a little bit different. A lot of people say, well, you have to react in situations like this. It's like, no, it's a response. That's why they don't call them first reactors. They call them first responders.
If you want to buy, it's a good time right now to buy, I would say, and don't sit and wait thinking it's going to keep going down.
Nope. And that's, again, yeah, you try to buy low, right? But again, opportunities, it'll come, it'll go, it'll act, it'll wane. Will it stay up? Maybe. Will it stay down? Who knows? But again, it definitely is when it drops like this. I mean, that's a pretty significant drop for an early morning. So keep an eye on it. Whatever decision you make, that's yours.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what to do, but
buy coins.
Say again?
I said buy coins, buy numismatic stuff.
I just traded for a numismatic gold piece and a numismatic. I'll have to show you this as soon as I get it in. It is, yeah, it'll go up, it'll go down. My call for the bounce was 2650, 2680, somewhere in that area. And so, but it'll jump back up. It's challenging the floor right now is what it's doing. Much
Whatever
like you'll see in the stock market. If you look at the, they don't operate under the same premise. Don't mistake me for that. But you see the same basic styles of patterns. But you'll have a floor, and that it'll break through that floor. If it doesn't come back up through the floor and it drops back down afterwards, we might see a decrease for a little bit longer. If it pops right back through the floor, which is I would expect it to in the next day or so, then it may go up to 27, 28, but or 28, 29. But
you know what I've noticed, which is kind of, and maybe it's just me, like 5-6 years ago, when one metal would go up, the other would go down. And it's not doing that anymore. Like they're both either going up or going down. Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe I was seeing it wrong or something, but that's what it seems like.
For a long time, palladium and platinum had kind of an inverse relationship.
I'm talking about silver and gold.
Right. But I'm just saying, like there's relationships that happen but I don't know that they're necessarily tied to one another. There may be other things engaged that we're not necessarily aware of. So it's like the old ice cream sales in Arizona went up 300% because of, and then they named some, this swimming pool opened in this area. And it wasn't the fact that the new swimming pool and ice cream stand opened up. It was the fact that you had 18 straight days of 130-degree weather. You know what I mean? So sometimes we see causal effects. Sometimes we see things in patterns in things. People try to say they see patterns in things that they don't necessarily see. For instance, like what I just said regarding the pattern, that holds true for now. In 6 months, that pattern may not hold true. But I see things like, yeah, please make sure you're smashing that thumbs up. There's 27 people in here. We're going to begin trivia here in just a second. But what's important when you look at this, what's important that you understand is that, like you just talked about the relationships. For a long time, silver and gold had an inverse relationship like palladium and platinum. Now palladium and platinum walk. They basically are going up at the same time. Some of that has to do with financial. Some of that has to do with industry. Some of that has to do with cyclical structure. Maybe it has to do with mining in that area. Maybe there's reports or something that comes out. There's a lot of reasons for stuff like that. Now, I can't speak to it. I can't tell you what it is. There are people who probably could, but I'm not the person to do that. I just don't have that.
Oh, banana bread Pop-Tarts.
Financial understanding to do that. 24 likes, 29 people in here. I think it's time for trivia. What do you think?
Trivia.
Let's get on it. Let's do this. On it like Blue Bonnet. Okay, we're going to start it. I was thinking about doing some sort of big music on entrance for trivia, and I was like,
no, I don't have Pop-Tarts, Charles. I just saw what Wendy said. You guys know how much I love banana stuff. Sounds good. Banana bread Pop-Tarts.
She likes her nanas.
I do. I finally get to see the eye doctor today.
Say that again?
I finally get to see the eye doctor today. I'm going to see the endocrinologist and the eye doctor today.
Oh, well, good luck. Hopefully they give you some good news.
Oh, I hope so.
All right, Joe. I was about to say, Joe, are you ready? Charles, are you ready?
Whatever your name is.
Joe was like, wait, hold on. What?
of old have more to do with the silver. Okay, thanks, Sterling. Yeah, that's just kind of what I was wondering, because I thought maybe I was going crazy, because it seemed like I remembered that like 5-6 years ago, if one would go up, the other would go down, and vice versa.
Yep, but those
But
again, that's all
now it's like
cyclical.
now they both either go up or they both go down.
Yeah, that just indicates that there's some sort of reaction. Again, somebody's making there's somebody that did a reaction, or somebody had a huge buy, huge sell, or somebody dropped numbers that
Well, it was
somebody
like
doesn't
that
like.
it was like that for a while. It
Yeah.
just that I was just
No, I'm
wondering if
talking
there
about
was
the big
anything
drop today.
specific. Oh.
There's a reason. There's always a reason for it. We just got to find out what that reason was. There'll be some sort of financial information that comes out that talks about.
There is probably some type of disruption in the atmosphere. And there's probably something going on overseas.
Yeah, there's always a reason for it. We just don't know
There's
what
a
it is.
lot of there's a lot of bad stuff going on overseas right now.
All right. Well, we got Charles said he is ready. It's a power couple now. Um
It's global warming. That's what it is. It's global warming. Okay, let's go.
too much fun. Blame it on solar flares,
That's right. It's a solar flare.
which are actually a real thing, and they do cause disruption, but not in the price of silver and gold.
Well, of
All right.
course you know that.
Say again.
Nothing.
How did you know that? Is that what you said?
I said, of course you know that.
Solar flares
A
are a real
solar
thing?
flare.
Of course I do.
Of course you
All
do.
right.
Camel toe.
In which country? Ready? Let's get to the trivia thing. All right. In which country is Mount Ararat found? In which country is Mount Ararat found? I'll give you a clue. Hold on. Spain, Turkey, or France? Spain, Turkey, or France? Make it a little bit easier.
Steve just gonna be defiant. Ratatouille.
Oh, that's too funny. My wife, she's going to make that tonight for dinner.
Ratatouille.
Yeah. Oh, it's good stuff.
I've never had it.
You've never had ratatouille? Oh man, it's
Mm-mm.
all sorts of vegetables, and then you take some sort of protein, put it in a steam or a crock pot, cook it for 20 minutes. They put it over some sort of rice or pasta, depending upon what you like. Oh, good stuff. All right. So the stop is in. The answer is indeed not. Okay. Just so you know, it's not Kuwait. Okay.
It's not Kuwait.
It is Turkey. It is found in Turkey. All right, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel.
Gobble gobble.
And it is number 15. Man, that was the high numbers already.
13, 14, 15. EMR, Eric?
That's who I get.
Woohoo!
All right, EMR is now on the board again. If you look below me, you'll see the name. Hopefully you can see that. The number will obviously be here, and that's where we'll check the number. I could have put the note. I should have changed them. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to change that. It's going to be too much pain in the butt to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the next question. You guys know steel drums, the Caribbean drums. What are they traditionally made of? Tire rims, old cars, or oil drums? You need me to repeat that? It's the Caribbean steel drum traditionally is made of what? Old cars, oil drums, or tire rims?
I love the way those things sound.
Oh yeah, they're extremely cool. They have other ones that they just created that you can do with your fingers. It's a little dome instead of the thing, and you can do them with your fingers. They are really neat sounding. They're really cool instruments coming out. Bifrost loves music and stuff, and so she's always sharing stuff like that with me. Cool stuff. All right. And the answer of, in fact, is oil drums. It's kind of in the name. So let's spin this up and see what we get. Frostbyte, where is the video for the Puddle Pirate's birthday? You're gonna have to enlighten me on that one. I'm missing something. The number 10.
Roxilla. I have such a bad lag. I don't know what's going on here.
Mike Schleiss.
No, Roxilla. I have Roxilla.
Roxilla. Let me refresh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have Roxilla.
Yeah, Roxilla.
10.
Okay. I missed it because
increase the wheel to 20.
Say again.
Sterling says increase the wheel to 20.
Oh, okay. Do we have 34 people in here? So yeah, definitely
Done.
All right. True or false? True or false? Capital T, capital F. True or false? Okay. The Ottoman Empire was once ruled by Syria. The Ottoman Empire was once ruled by Syria. I once had 3 clothing cabinets. Put them all together and called it my Ottoman Empire. This isn't an ottoman where you put your clothes and you.
I don't know. An ottoman? I thought it was something you put your feet up on.
Oh, it might have been. Okay, maybe I need to change my joke.
You're thinking of an armoire.
Armoire. Yeah, ottoman is the thing you put your feet on. Okay, so I need to change my joke up. All right, the stop is in. The answer is in fact true. It was. Oh, look at this. He said increase it to 20. And it's 20.
Oh, my chat froze.
Looks like Gatita.
My chat froze, so I can't go back up and count.
Sloppy's like 21. I can increase it another one. Let me increase it a couple more. Because we have 34 people in here. Please, folks, make sure you're smashing that like. We'll increase it to 30. Actually, you know what? I'm only going to increase it to 25. If we need to
25, yeah.
Yeah, if we need to increase it again, we can. But I don't want to have to spin the wheel 100 times.
The odds of everybody getting it right are like, yeah.
All right, there we go. Gatita, good job. Thank you. All right. I know do you know, I went into Lowe's the other day. They already have Halloween stuff up.
So does Costco. Costco's had it up for 2 weeks now.
Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got a whole aisle of Thanksgiving and a whole section of Halloween.
Yeah, I came home and I told my daughter-in-law, I said, yeah, pretty soon we're going to be handing out Easter candy for Halloween. Like,
it's like, holy smokes, what in the world? Hey, Strider,
yeah.
what's going on? Hey, Miss Coin Crew, how are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Do you have your coffee?
Yes, I'm on my second glass.
Outstanding. All right, let's go ahead and do the next one. Okay. Ebenezer Scrooge and Tiny Tim are two key features in what book? Ebenezer Scrooge and Tiny Tim are two key features in what book? And there are.
Well, shoot your eye out, Angel.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Shoot your eye out.
Wrong
Wrong
one.
book.
Close. I shouldn't say that though because I'm giving an answer away. But
Oh, wow.
that's the Red Rider. Not to be confused with Red Rocket. Okay.
Red Rocket. I was
Pocket rocket.
that. Sickos.
The pocket rocket.
Oh.
Ay.
That was uncalled for at 7.
That was really uncalled for. Shame on us.
Morning, Victoria.
All right, the stop is in, and it is in fact a Christmas Carol. Not to be confused with "I'll Shoot Your Eye Out" with the BB gun of A Christmas Story. Number 14.
Papa York.
Papa York is who I get.
Papa
don't preach.
Papa Yorkshire. Okay, that's what I'm going to call him today.
Papa Yorkshire.
Papa Yorkshire. All right. Next one. Which blood vessels carry blood away from the heart? Which blood vessels carry away from the heart? Okay. Is it a vein, a capillary, or an artery? A vein, a capillary, or an artery?
Oh, shoot.
You're fired.
I'm fired. Never mind.
Of all the people who would miss this one,
As
of all
soon
the
as I hit enter, I'm like, what?
More coffee.
yeah, I was about to say.
Well, I meant if I had coronary in front of that. Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. So if you hadn't figured it out already, Paula's answer was not
wrong.
correct. Okay.
My answer is wrong.
It is in fact an artery. Arteries take blood away.
Oh, sorry, Charles.
And veins allow it to come back. The capillaries are in between the two, and that's where you get your diffusion.
Oh my goodness.
Sterling.
Oh, we got Sterling.
Oh, I'm sorry, Roxelle. I know. How disappointing.
You're fired.
My brain is shrinking. I told you guys my brain is shrinking.
Like, I trusted
Oh
you,
my
Paula. When I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah, she's being funny.
What
And I
is
was
she
like,
thinking?
that's Paula.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, okay. And for those of you guys that don't know, Paula has a little bit of experience with medicine.
You wouldn't know it.
Yeah, don't go to her, man.
How many
Don't
years?
still come to me at 5:30 in the morning.
How many years, Paula? How many years?
I don't. Too many years.
Oh, too much fun.
Gosh.
Okay. True or false? True or false? How many of people out there like France? The Eiffel Tower. Okay. The Eiffel Tower True or false? It's a glorified radio antenna. True or false? It's a glorified radio antenna. And if you live in France, it is an eyesore because a lot of French people do not like the Eiffel Tower.
Really?
Nope.
I wonder why.
Because it hurts their eyes.
Well, they'd probably get tired of all the tourists. But that would be like us not liking the Statue of Liberty.
It has to do. So the stop is in. The answer is true. It is actually. It was designed and built as a radio tower. It was only supposed to be up for a very short amount of time, and they just decided to leave it up. Periodically, broadcasts still go out utilizing it, but it is a radio tower, and so the answer is true. Yeah, when we were in France, we had a discussion about that particular entity and what was going on. And
I don't think we're gonna have
the guy that did it. Yeah, we're probably not.
I only see 12.
Yeah, 12. Morning, Frostbite. I mean, farm dog.
We'll spin this one more time, and if it's a big number, okay, there we go. We were just cut it in half unless it was 25. Number 3.
Ringmaster Ray.
Ray.
Morning, farm dog.
Okay. Did you guys see how I put his name? Wingmaster.
How did you?
Okay.
Wingmaster.
Wingmaster. All right.
Wingmaster?
So yeah. Anyway, when we were in France, the person who was doing this tour, they were walking through, and every time she said Eiffel Tower, she spit.
Oh gosh.
Seriously. It was just, she was just like, we hate this thing. A lot of people don't like it. They talk about the romance and all this stuff at it. Yeah, most French people don't like it. There's a lot of French people who don't like the update of the Louvre either. The very nice pyramid structure. They don't like that. They think it's an eyesore. So they like their old architecture. They like their old style buildings. Which is funny because the new museum, the new movie theater is very Art Nouveau. And they love that building. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
All
well.
right. Never Say Never, the 2011 film, Never Say Never, featured what annoying pop star? Never Say Never featured what annoying pop star?
Annoying. There's so many.
I would not have known this.
Oh, I'm gonna have to copy.
Me too.
Hurry up, somebody.
They're
Google.
all
Googlers.
annoying.
Let's go.
Okay, Victoria. You win. You win the copy contest.
Yeah, pop star. He's like, I copied VRC.
I don't think he's annoying though.
Say
I
again?
think Ariana Grande is annoying.
Oh no,
I think Taylor Swift is annoying. I think oh, there's so many.
yeah.
Britney Spears is annoying.
Oh no, she's just mentally troubled. All right, the stop is in. It is Justin Bieber. VRC, either a good lookup or a very well determined answer. We definitely don't have that. See how many questions we do.
see 16.
Yeah, 16.
We'll give this a couple spins. If it doesn't work, then we'll just... There we go. We don't have to worry about it now. Number 10.
My checkers.
Eunice?
Eunice.
Yep, Eunice. Here to go.
All right, Eunice. Good job on that one. Thank you, Victoria, for leading everybody to a good answer.
Yes.
I had no
thank
idea
you.
who it was. So, all right. Have you guys ever heard the term etymology? Etymology. What do they study?
Oh, never mind.
Etymology. What do they study?
Entomology.
Entomology.
Okay.
I kind of forgot the end. Entomology. What do they study?
Farm dog. They study farm dog?
Well, I've heard people call him a pest. Oh,
It's not entomology.
How to enter a building.
To enter a building.
How to enter it.
entomology. Oh, Lord. Help us.
Let's enter that building.
All right. The stop is in bugs, insects. Yes, that is correct. Etymology is a study of words. Yeah, I said it incorrectly. She corrected me. Did anybody say words?
No, because you corrected yourself
Guy named Eddie.
before you said go,
And the
you
answer is
said go.
farm dog. Just kidding. Silverman 92.
You Silverman.
All right, you are on the board. Yeah. Me said words. Okay, well then I'll give you a bonus. I did say etymology at the beginning. All right, let's see the next one. On a soccer ball. Okay, on a soccer ball, there are more pentagons than hexagons. True or false? On a soccer ball, there are more pentagons or sorry. There are more pentagons than hexagons. True or false? And I'll be 100% honest with you. I didn't realize there were two different shapes.
I don't know either.
There's the shape it makes when it hits you hard.
When it hits you in the shin?
Yeah. It pops the veins.
Yeah, that's
The
I know
stop
word it
is
makes.
in. The answer
Sound
is
it makes.
false. There are 20 hexagons and only 12 pentagons. The answer is number 4. Or the answer. The item.
Wingmaster Way.
Oh,
Way.
I mean,
It's way.
good job.
Yeah. Soccer. I like watching. Like, I don't know. I'm torn. A good soccer match. I like watching a good soccer match. It's those guys and gals. Man, they run their butts off though. Let me tell you what, they are athletes for sure.
I would watch. This is just me. Okay. This is just me. Okay. I would watch soccer over basketball any day.
Oh, not me. I love a good basketball game. I would
I'm
watch
not a fan
soccer
of
over
basketball.
tennis.
Right.
I
I'll
would
watch
watch
baseball
soccer
over
tennis.
basketball.
You notice you never see any overweight people playing soccer.
That's true.
That's a lot of stamina.
Because they run their butts off.
So the thing is a high scoring game, even that's football or baseball or whatever. It just means that they're a good defensive team. It doesn't mean that.
Well, there's never a high scoring soccer game.
Well, I've seen 9-1.
But yeah, well, what do you consider high scoring?
Anything over 4 or 5 in soccer is high.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Hockey. I'd love to watch a hockey game in person.
The wheels on the what go round and round. The wheels on the what go round and round.
The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. Oh, sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm sure everybody already knew that. I didn't mean to sing this song. I just pulled a Sterling.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all good. Yeah, if anybody didn't know that one, then I'll give them the added bonus point for.
Oh my goodness! Sorry.
Well, Ray can't win because he missed. He's underneath.
He did. He answered after this.
You had such an opportunity to walk away with the win here. It is, of course, bus. That should have been fairly simple.
Bill Gibson.
I see Bill Gibson.
Bill Gibson.
I ride the short bus.
And I like the clarification of the yellow bus.
Yellow bus.
We actually, when we were doing our tour of Europe, we had some people that had drank entirely too much when we were in Italy. And we got back on the bus to head to the hotel, and they were all singing that on the way there. It was hilarious. A bunch of grown people singing the wheels on the bus go round and around. They had the windows open, and everybody were looking at them like they were retarded. It was hilarious.
Well,
they were all from Australia,
better than 99 beers on the wall.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they were all from Australia, by the way.
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
All right. What created the Norwegian fjords? What created the Norwegian fjords?
Fjord. Fjord, Narten.
Fartanugan.
Yeah, that's a fun word to say. Fjord.
There's
Fjord.
Is she here? Let me see if she's here.
I'm gonna go grab some coffee.
I need to grab some more coffee too, but I can't do that. All right, the answer is in fact glaciers. I will accept ice because glacier is ice. 22. Strider?
Yeah.
All right, Strider, you have an opportunity to win. Congratulations on that.
If you take snow, Jack.
Yeah, snow didn't cause them. Snow is soft and pliable. It's ice. Glaciers are not just snow; they're ice sheets. So
no snow.
Yeah, not taking snow, unfortunately. Thank you for that, though. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Who? Oh no, I'm not doing that one because actually, you know what? Yes, I am. Aha. This is a coin trivia question.
Yeah, I got Jack Gallman. Oh well.
Yeah, snow turns to ice, but snow didn't cause them. The glaciers did. Right? Glaciers are ice, not snow.
I got Jack Gallman.
Who wrote the poem I know why the caged bird sings. Okay, I'm going to give you a clue. She is also on a quarter. I know why the caged bird sings.
Oh, I thought you said he is on quarter. You said she?
I said she.
Oh crap! Well, I'm thinking. Well, maybe he was a poet too. I don't know.
I cannot tell a lie. I know why the caged bird sings.
He did lots of things. I don't know. Oh, I watched a documentary last night about Kennedy's assassination. They showed some pretty graphic pictures. It was.
I think
nasty.
that Washington talked about how to keep termites out of your mouth.
Oh, maybe.
What?
Maybe.
Well, he had wooden teeth. I mean, come on.
Did he?
Yeah.
Or was that just a myth?
No, he actually had wooden teeth. Oh, man, we're getting big numbers. All right, the answer is Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou. And I don't believe we have 23. It'll be close.
Yes, there were some nice double die reverses on that quarter.
I got 21.
21. Is that what you guys get? Number 16. Charles?
EMR. No, I got EMR.
I have EMR. I got EMR. Who'd you get, Angel?
I got EMR.
That's what I got too.
Okay, EMR. Sorry. I don't know where in the world I came up with that one, but. And is that 2 for EMR? It is 2 for EMR. All right. Well, we have Wingmaster Wei with 2, and we have EMR with 2. All right. Hey, Paula, you missed this one. You're fired. Okay. What is, or sorry, how many red blood cells does the average human have? 20 million, 20 billion, or 20 trillion?
Oh my gosh, I'm supposed to know that?
Yes, because have you ever done phlebotomy?
Yeah, I was a phlebotomist for like 12 years.
Okay. And when you
But
take a tiger
counting the red
tube,
blood cells has nothing to do with phlebotomy.
yes, when you do it, it's
No.
it's actually on it's deciliters per blank.
I don't interpret the tests, and yeah.
You just drew the blood.
Yeah, that's what phlebotomists do.
She worked with Dr. Acula.
Doctors interpret lab tests.
And I'm not worried if you put the wrong number down. It's just billion, trillion, or million. Because some people put 25, but it's only supposed to be 20. But that's okay. I'm good with that. Stop is in, and the answer is trillion. DL, comma T. Deciliters per trillion.
It has to be.
Looks like we're 17.
We don't have 17 correct answers.
I think we only got 8.
We'll spin this. If we don't get a low number, we'll just divide it by 3 or whatever it is. And we'll choose a number. So we'll do it one more time and see if it works.
I only see 7. No, I only see 6.
He said it doesn't matter about the number.
Oh, okay.
As long as it says trillion.
Okay, so there was 8, so it's going to be number 4.
EMR?
2, 3. Yep.
EMR for the win.
Congratulations.
20 trillion, so it doesn't make
Outstanding. Well, congratulations, EMR. Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Oh, I'll put these away. That was actually a very fast trivia. So, Paula, what are you guys talking about tonight? What kind of stuff do you guys have on the live coin?
I don't know what they've got in the. You're gonna see it the same time as I see it, because I was Thursday is the night. We used to get together on Sundays and do emails, but it made it too much of a rush to get the slides done. So now we get together on Thursdays and do the emails. And I was at my grandson's birthday party, so I missed it. So I'm not sure what's in there. I could go look, but I'm not gonna. I know that there are some. So there's something weird going on with the women's quarters this year. And I talked to Ken about it, and I have a feeling I know what's going on, but I don't know how to prove it. I'm stumped as to how to prove it. There are a lot of DDOs, and they look the same. So let's say the design, the previous design looks the same as the DDOs as the new design, and the design before that looks the same as, so you know what I'm saying? So here's my theory. I'm thinking they're reusing those obverse dies. So I'm thinking that we are seeing the same DDOs because they are reusing the obverse dies. But I don't know how to prove it, because I would have to see die markers and be able to match all the die markers up. And as far as I know, Tanner has not listed any die markers yet. So.
And who's doing this?
Well, so the ones that I've sent to Tanner Scott. He's the one doing Wexler's.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but they are not officially listed yet. So Ken and I were talking. I kind of had a when I found all of those in my bag, the Dr. Murray quarters. When I found all of those in my bag, there were like 5 different dies that I found, double die obverses. And I talked to Tanner about it. I said, I'm wondering if this isn't like master die doubling, working die doubling. I mean, not as opposed to working die doubling, master die doubling. So it's either that, or they're reusing the same, because they look exactly the same. So I'm having, anyway, so there's going to be a discussion about that. I don't know. There will be no conclusion with that discussion, because it's something that really needs to be studied more. But if you notice the thumbnail, I think on our thumbnail, Amanda put a couple different designs on there. So there's definitely something going on. Definitely something going on.
Well, would the person be able to access and actually see and document the dies?
No. They would have to go to the mint, and they would have to, because as soon as they pull a dye from use, it's canceled. So
Because they
it
can't
wouldn't
take
do
it
them
out
any
and
good.
reinsert it.
Yeah. So, but my thinking is that because the obverse dyes are the anvil dye. Now they used to be the hammer dyes, but now the obverse dyes are the anvil dyes. So they may be getting more life out of those than they used to. So they may be, they may just be reusing them as opposed to, pulling them out, stoning them or dressing them, refurbishing them and then reusing them. I don't know what they're doing. No, so that.
Well, if they're doing the obverse dye, and
No,
it's
the
the same
date,
thing.
Joe, the date was the same on the 2024s. The date's all the same throughout 2024.
Yeah,
So I'm not talking about reusing
right?
from last year. I'm talking about reusing.
No,
There's
so
5
it's different.
designs.
It's different reverse dyes. They're using the same
Yeah.
obverse. They're just replacing the reverse dye. Yeah, I'm tracking what you're saying.
Yeah, there's 5 different women's quarters designs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and sticking with what you normally talk about, the Occam's razor, right? The simplest answer usually is the most correct one.
yeah, so
It makes sense.
it makes more sense than them being like exactly identically hubbed, double hubbed. And in the exact identical spot with the exact identical spread. You know what I mean? Like it just.
Yeah.
Well, one of the issues, and a lot of people, you may or may not know this, but you can look at a set of coins, and you'll have to give me an example of one because I don't know one off the top of my head. Chuck would, where you have an obverse reverse pairing that they change out. So even though you have the markers on the obverse or the reverse, it's not that double die because that doesn't exist because they changed out the other side of the coin. So
Well, it would still be the same double die. You would just have.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is they change stuff out. So they use a piece of that. They don't change both of them out at the same time, is my point.
Sometimes they do,
but not always.
But not always. So oftentimes when you're going to attribute a double die, like Variety Vista is really, really good. Well, Wexler describes it too, and Chuck in their descriptions, they will describe when there's a reverse or obverse die change. But when you're going to attribute a double die or an RPM, you will look for certain markers. So like if it's a RPM, so on the obverse, they will list certain die markers for the reverse die, for that die marriage. But then you'll notice that further down they'll say stage E, the reverse die was changed out. So now you've got new die markers at that. So the stages change.
Right.
When one of the dies changes out, it changes. You have now a new stage. So your markers will change with each stage. And a new obverse or a new reverse die is a new die marriage, so it changes that die stage.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong in this. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly. But if you have a weak die on the reverse, and so they change out the reverse, and you have a brand new die put on the reverse. Okay, so you have the new die pairing, and you have the new marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can also change the way that the obverse of the coin gets struck, because now you don't have a weak, you have more metal being pushed because you now have a stronger die on the
No,
reverse.
you don't have. You have the same amount of metal because the planchet sizes are the same.
But
So
if you have
the
a weak
same amount of
die
metal.
that's kind of messed up, you're not pushing the same metal into the
If you
same
have
area.
a worn out die, yeah, it will. If you put a new die in there, then that die is going to strike up better. That reverse die will strike up better.
But if you change the reverse die,
But
it
the
can have
ram
impact on
pressure,
the
the ram
obverse too.
pressure will stay the same. The ram pressure stays the same. The ram pressure stays the same. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're trying to say.
No, so if you have, an example is if you have a mild die break, okay, on the obverse, okay, on the reverse in that same general area, you will have a weak strike.
No, not with a mild die break. With a large die break like cud, you will. But with
Okay.
a small die break, no, it won't affect that. It won't affect it at all.
So it has to be fairly significant before it starts to
Yeah, it
impact
has
the
to
other
be
side.
pretty
Okay,
significant.
that's, I guess that was what I was asking.
Same with like a die wearing out or being abraded. That won't typically affect how the amount of metal flow into the devices.
Okay.
Yeah. It has to be pretty significant. Yeah, it has to be pretty significant to affect that.
Well, cool. Well, hopefully we can find out what's going on. I would be interested to see when they retire those particular dies. It'd be cool to see them or get like good imagery of them prior to, because do they take photos of them prior to destruction?
Probably not. Mm-mm.
It'd be cool if they
Probably
did.
not. But so they do sell canceled dies, and they usually will send it with, like, say you buy a stake quarter die, or you'll notice that on that, with that die, they say why that die was taken out, like a broken die or something like that. They'll annotate it, but they sell those dies, but they're canceled, so you can't see anything on them.
Yeah, they've been sanded down to bare metal.
To nothing, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll tell you the date.
There'll be a
Salivate
serial number.
Salivate Metal has one, and I
do
told
too.
him,
I
I'm
have a
like,
few of them.
I really want it because it was canceled on my birthday.
Oh,
And I keep trying to find one, but the odds of getting another one canceled on your birthday is slim and none. So I keep looking for one, but
you can buy them for pretty cheap. They're not expensive.
But I want one that was canceled on my birthday. So
yeah.
Or I want one that was started on my birthday because they show the start stop dates. So
mine doesn't.
Does yours only show the day it was canceled?
I don't even know if it shows the day it was canceled.
It should show the day it was canceled.
Let me see. Nope, mine just has a serial number and the reason for cancellation. That's my dime one. I don't know. I'd have to look for my quarter one and see what it says. One of the quarter ones. I have a couple of them. But maybe it depends on who sold it.
So Joe, the in COD we trust, that it's a issue with the font that they used.
Yeah, it's just a normal font.
It has nothing to do. It's a normal strike. It's absolutely normal. It's just that the font that they used doesn't really look like a G, but it's proper. It's exactly what it should be.
Yeah, just go look at some examples and you'll see that It's just the font. That's it. That is just somebody saw it and thought it looked like a C because they don't have a good loop or they don't have a loop at all or whatever. And so they assumed it was an error, and people are selling the crap out of those. And unfortunate people are buying them.
Yeah. Which is
Yeah,
sad because you
buying
buy
all
a
of them.
roll of them, you get 50
It's just like
or
people
25
selling the
however many.
L on the rim. L on the rim error. That's not an error. That is a worn out hub.
All right, Roxzilla, have a great day.
And a worn die. And oh, here's my alarm.
Yeah, but it's a normal thing, so don't be lured in it. It's just somebody putting the stuff
No
up there.
mint mark.
It's not
Yeah.
like the in God We Rust where it was actually abraded
Structure
down, or
grease.
is it structure grease?
Yeah, structure grease.
Structure grease.
Yeah, we actually showed on our last show, we showed, or on the not the last show, but the show before last, we showed a struck through dropped letter
on the T.
On the T,
Mhm.
yeah, and had one, and you know that T came from trust, and that die probably struck several quarters with the In God We Rust before that filling fell out and got struck into another coin. It was very cool.
Yeah, so that means you need to be looking for the other coins. Where did they find that at? What part of the country were they in?
I don't know. We don't ask that kind of stuff.
Because that's hey, it's most likely
you're
going to go
probably
to
not. You could find another if it's stuck to the die and moved around, you could find another one with a dropped letter, a structured dropped letter. But most of the time it strikes one, it falls out, lands on a planchet, gets struck in, and then falls out of that planchet somewhere before it gets bagged. So
it's
it
usually
doesn't
like a one and done.
Yeah, it's usually a one and done. It doesn't usually, but sometimes it can stick to a die and move around and strike a few coins before it falls out.
Yeah. Good morning, Brown Sugar.
Good morning. But that one was cool. I mean, it literally looked like.
Oh yeah, you could very clearly see it was a T. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, UCI to Learn. How are you?
The squatty potty.
Scotty Aquati.
I was calling him Squatty Potty.
Squatty Potty.
Squatty. Hey, what's going on, Squatty? Now I'm going to call him Squatty.
What is the best thing to look at coins with? Your eyeball and a loop, Anna. Your eyeball and a loop. A 10x loop in your eyeball. Most of so NGC and PCGS won't even consider an error or a variety if they can't see it with a 5x loop. If they have to use anything stronger than a 5x, then they won't even consider it. But yeah.
Yeah, but they don't list anything that's not on their top 100.
Yeah, and PCGS and NGC won't if it's not a cherry pickers variety, or NGC has their own variety plus listings. Or like Newcombs or Dams, things like that. But
yeah, there's only a couple of VAMs that I'm even interested in. But that stuff, like Morgans, to me, they're cool to have, but I don't seek them. It's not my cup of tea.
And you'll notice most of those too, the ones that they list you can see with a 5x loop.
Yeah.
You don't need super high power magnification for that. The high power magnification is typically used for grading and for finding like dye markers. And that's about it. But some of us really like looking for those fleas and ticks.
That causes hallucinations.
The one that always gets me is the one that's the fly poop in the window of the formative years, not the formative years.
Fly poop in the pepper.
Like, how in the world do people find that?
You mean on the presidential dollars?
The president, yeah, in the windows.
Yeah, or the little log, the log cabin, the early years. They have the little logs on the end of the cabin. There's some
were you
tiny.
There? Oh, excuse me. Were you there when Chuck and them were doing their powwow session? When the guy that was there, the Indian gentleman, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I was there. Their little drinking session.
Yeah, where he was talking about one of the ones of the double dice he would keep. One of those would be the log because they're so hard to find.
So hard to find. Yeah, they are.
Once they're verified that it's accurate, that they're probably more collectible because you just you can't find them. They're very, very difficult to find.
I don't, and there's just not the interest there. So I would debate that whether they are more collectible, because just because they're harder to find doesn't make them more collectible. It just means that they're harder to find because they're so tiny, and there's probably not a lot of interest there.
Yeah, well, there's supply and demand plays into that too.
Yeah, it's like the little class 9s on the next to Lincoln's, on the reverse, the little teeny tiny. Shay loves those things. I don't look for them at all.
Right.
On 97, there's a few of those where there's just a tiny little extra tick next to Lincoln's knee. Little class 9s. I don't even look for those. So some people do, but there's just not a lot of interest in them because they're tiny. And you need a 10,000 power.
Gotta have one of those portable scopes and be like, look what I got. Look what I got.
Yeah, we do. Shay and I both have one of those tiny little microscopes that's actually like a real tiny little microscope. Everything's in reverse too, so it's really hard to use them, but we have one of those.
I have one that's about this big. It's in a little case, and you set it down, and it has a little fold down stand.
Little tiny.
Yeah. I think it's probably like 50 times or something like that, 40 times. But I can't remember why I bought it. I think we were looking at can't remember what I was.
Take down the wheel so we can play the word game.
Oh yeah, I've already done it.
Yeah, it's already down.
I'll pull the wheel up here in a little while, and we'll draw for the secondary winner.
No, Invisible River Ranch on this little handheld scope, there's no mirror button. You can't. There's no. It's just it's like a loop. It's kind of like a loop, but it's an actual like microscope. It's tiny. Right here. Time to get groceries. Okay, Charles. Love you, my friend.
All right, Charles. Have a good one. Thank you for coming in and doing the modding for that game. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you a ton.
Have a good one, Charles.
I'm looking for female parts for the Cats movie. If you have, excuse me? What does that even mean? What does that mean?
What is that?
Invisible River Ranch. I'm looking for female parts for the Cats movie. If you have unique attributes, let me know. Excuse me.
Ain't getting none of my lady parts.
I know.
I'm not sure what that means.
Aren't they all unique?
Maybe
what kind of movie is that? Meow.
David has to get an MRI at 2:00 today. That's not good. What are they looking for, David? Do you know? Most of the people I have are guys. Not those parts. The
I
cat.
don't know what you're even saying. The more you talk, the worse it gets.
Oh, he needs females for like the roles, like a role.
For the movie, the
What?
play cats. I'm
Like
thinking.
characters.
Oh,
You know,
oh my
cats?
gosh.
There you go.
Okay. You need female actors.
Yes. Got you. Got you. Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
I
Glad we
was not
cleared that
going
up.
there. That's not quite what I gathered.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I was questioning it. And with this particular group of people, we get squirreled. Our minds go other places real fast. So Lord only knows what that was
Ay,
referencing.
ay. That
Cat
is
construction
terrible.
equipment.
Why is your... Oh, there, it cleared up. Okay.
Oh, that's too much funny. That is too funny.
We always think the worst.
I know, I do. I'm terrible. Dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Oh, that's a bummer, David. I have lung issues. I completely understand. Not quite to that level, but I have pretty bad lung issues, so I'm very aware.
I'm surprised I don't. I'm surprised I don't.
Well, I've known people that smoked their entire life 2-3 packs a day and didn't have any issues. And I know people that smoke half a dozen cigars and they die of lung cancer. So,
or people that never smoked that die of lung cancer.
Yeah. So hopefully hopefully you get good news, David. Keep us informed if you would. Morning, Sloppy. Sloppy's been in here for a while, though. I think he's finally just saying hi to Brown Sugar. Fun stuff. So what you guys got going on during the week? Anything fun planned?
Nope. Not a thing.
Chicago show on Saturday.
Oh, you are? Oh.
You're going to the big show. I want you
World's Fair.
I want you to get me a slab.
A sample slab.
Well, they have those really cool coins this year.
They're only giving one per person.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
And only the first 200, I think, the first 200 each day.
Yeah, hopefully they save some for Saturday because that's the last day.
Yeah, those will not be easy
they've got
to
limited
get.
numbers and they've got them for each day, but you got to be there early.
Yeah, they are not going to be easy to get. I would be happy with a sample slab.
Yeah, cool stuff. They're going to go for a lot of money now, I think. Well, maybe, but because it's actually a coin, right? They've actually deemed it a coin.
It is. It is a coin. First time.
So it's going to be collectible.
Who's giving them?
The A&A.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was like a specific grader.
Oh, you want to see a picture of them?
Yeah, please pull that up if you would.
Hang on.
If you're in and around the area, you're not too far. Like be in line when they open up and go get one because they're going to be highly collectible. At least, in my opinion, they will be highly collectible.
You didn't have to talk them up. Don't you know how this works?
It's supposed to be secret society.
To say, yeah, they're not worth anything. So here it is, free commemorative coin. They'll be available. They will be available at the Minted Assets booth, number 730. Hang on, I'll go share my screen with you. Present, share screen. Yes, and I have a birthday coming up, so if anybody wants to grab me one, just saying. Okay, there they are.
Okay, got you.
Yep, there they are.
Oh, they're cool looking. I think they've done a good job with it.
Yep. They will be. So the ANA and Minted Assets is proud to present the first ever decimal denominated legal tender coin issued to celebrate the Chicago World's Fair of Money. The obverse design shows an allegorical figure of numisma, which is the Greek word for money. She is shown holding the World's Fair Money Show logo. E Pluribus Unum graces the legend as a fitting tribute to the show's mission of bringing the people in the hobby together for the convention. The reverse depicts a proud American bald eagle in flight over Cloud Gate, also known as the Bean. The majestic eagle is shown holding a rose in its talons, which symbolizes the city of Rosemont, where the convention is held. An image of Dr. George F. Heath can be seen in front of Cloud Gate. Dr. Heath was the founder of the ANA and held the very first convention in the city of Chicago in 1891. Charles E. Barber originally created this image on a Galvano in the early 1900s. The image was later turned into a medal for the ANA. Limited quantity available. No more than 200 coins will be distributed per day. Beautiful.
Yeah, kind of looks like the Germania mint.
Yeah, they're really, really pretty. They're dollar denominated. Super, super cool. I will get my hands on one of these, whether it is before or after market.
Morning, Ida.
Ida, good morning.
Hi,
How
Ida.
are you? How are you?
Our sweet lady.
When are you going to start having your show again? I thought you said you were thinking about this week. She has a few iron infusions to get. She's going to be Iron Man.
At least they make her feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. But yeah, I wish I could get there. There's just no way living in San Antonio. There's no way for me to get to Chicago. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. On September. Oh my gosh. All right. I might still be here.
You might still be here.
Well, do what you can to make sure you take care of yourself. I would rather you take your time and get back in one whole piece without complications than try to rush it and jack something up. So please take care of yourself first.
I know, Ida.
That is what is most important.
We're not, yeah.
And we got
We're
zero
not
issue
rushing you.
covering this and having fun and keeping things going for you. We're going to have a big old party when you come back.
That's right.
That's right. September.
We'll probably have like 200 people in chat on the first day Ida's back.
I know, that'd be awesome. Hopefully.
Oh, we love you, Ida.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody's going through the withdrawals.
Totally. Well, I gotta go take my shower. I'll try to come back on after I take my shower if you're still on.
I'm only going to be on for a little bit longer. I got a bunch of stuff I've got to go get by Frost Up. We've got
okay.
She's got stuff that we got to do today. We've got to go shoot and get stuff done. So
Okay.
I've got to go get her, and then we got a bunch of stuff to do. So I got to get ready and get over there.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody have a great week.
Love you,
Take
lady.
care. Thank you for coming up. I
Talk to you
appreciate you.
later. See you tonight, hopefully. Bye.
I will be there.
Yeah, I have to give my cat her medicine in about 15 minutes.
Say that again.
Oh, I had to give my cat her medicine in like 15 minutes.
What's wrong with your cat?
Hyperthyroidism.
Oh, she's skinny.
Yeah. She's like 6 pounds.
Oh wow, that's
I
not
keep
good.
I keep weighing her. I like feed her like 6, 7 times a day just to keep her weight up.
Wow. Well, hopefully you can get her stuff. Hopefully she gets better.
Yeah.
Fun. It's fun stuff dealing with animal issues. Have my older dog has bladder cancer, so dealing with that is just right. When she's uncomfortable, she's uncomfortable. There's not much you can do about it. But
Oh yeah, she's always screaming at me, like always screaming at me. But she's the most lovable cat I've ever had.
yeah, that's bad.
She's the one that sits up on my shoulder. But yeah, we took her in because I was concerned because she was losing weight. And, when you're 6 pounds, you can't afford to like lose weight.
Yeah. Well, I've got a few I can give her. I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of mine.
Oh, I surely give her some too.
I know September's a while away. Yeah, I want you to. Yeah, I think everybody here echoes that statement. Ida, take your time and come back whole. Right? If you have to take
Yes,
a month and
yes.
a half, if you have to take 2 months, you take care of you first. The show, your channel, all that stuff. People ask about you all the time, regardless of where we're at. How's Ida? What's going on? How are you doing? Um, so we all love you. We're all thinking about you, and you take care of you. That's what's paramount. That's the important thing there. But me says that there's been
Yep,
a
don't write
reduction in troublemaking since you've been gone. So
Yeah, right.
but EMR did give his win to St. Jude. So I'll be starting a wallet for St. Jude, and that's going to go in there. So thanks EMR for that. Speaking of, I need to draw the wheel. I need to draw the name.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
Go ahead and throw that up real fast. All right. Who needs to message me
So you're on for Friday, right, Frosty?
today? Gatita. Yes, I don't think that'll be an issue. Send me a message,
Okay.
Gatita. Okay. I got something I'm going to send you out. Congratulations.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I think I'll be good covering Friday. I've got to look at my schedule and make sure that there's no issues. But yeah, I should be good.
All right. Yeah, just let me know whenever.
Sounds good.
Got it. We gotta have a safe place for people in the mornings.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I like coming in here, and yeah, no problem. I've got a coin that I'll send you out. See you later, Strider. Have a good day.
All right, mark your calendars.
Say again.
September 2nd. Oh, I said mark your calendars. September 2nd.
I will do that. We need to do something fun when she comes back. We need to have a.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say hi, Strider. We need to do something fun when she returns. We need to have a big party or something.
Yeah, some kind of
Multi-stream
party.
channel thing. Get a bunch of people to come in. Do some fun stuff. Do some giveaways in her stead. So, Eunice Torres, member for 2 months. We love you, Ida. Yeah. Yeah, we miss you being here. Definitely a gatekeeper of the community. So, definitely enjoy that. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap stuff up. I'm going to make this short. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff that I need to get done today and get that taken care of. Thank you for coming in, for hanging out with us today. Congratulations to EMR for winning trivia. Miss Coin Crew, thank you so much for coming up and hanging with us.
Yep. Love y'all.
And don't forget, right? I got a bunch of dad jokes out there. Oh, by the way, Miss Coin Crew, before you go, yesterday, my son and I were out driving, And we have wild hogs here, feral pigs,
Oh no.
right? And they get like 400 pounds. They're huge. And my son hit one with his car and it took off. I mean, it didn't, minor damage to the car, but it took off.
So it didn't like phase it?
No, just took off. So we left. And we came home. And when we came home, the police from our area were at the house. And apparently the pig squealed on us.
Ah ha ha. Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway.
All right. Later.
All right, y'all. Take care. Thank you for coming up, Angel. We'll see you all later. All right, folks. Be well, be blessed. Ida, we love you. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. Please make sure that you pop into other places. And again, as I see people in other streams, I'll make sure to let people know that you're good, that you're still resting, but that you're doing good. You're in good spirits. We love you bunches. All right, folks. Well, take care of yourselves. Be well, be blessed. Love y'all. And I will see you